What's up, everybody? Gonna wait a couple seconds here to get a few more people in the room. We're not gonna try and wait too long to build a room today. We're just kind of wanting to get this recording done so that people can reference it. And I'm also waiting for Brian to jump in here. So appreciate you guys hanging for just a second. What's up, David? How are you? What part of the world are you in right now? What's up, Lou? All right, there's Brian. Where are you, Brian?
Just ran out of a restaurant before our Jason Aldean concert tonight.
All right. Well, hey, we're gonna get this started. I want to get you done and all your stuff out of the way here first. We're not waiting until the room builds. I kind of just wanted to make sure that we get this recording so people can reference it.
Absolutely.
You guys, if you don't know who this is Brian Snyder from Big Game Travel. We partnered up with them for the Super Bowl this year. Fantastic job. These guys are great, and I've known Brian for quite some time, and really happy with everything that we're able to do with them. I know that I kind of brag a little bit about us being the only travel company, the only sports experience company in Philadelphia that actually brought a ton of people successfully to London back in 2018. But I have to give up reins where they're due. And Brian runs London trips for every game that any American sport plays out there. He is the expert on this. And before, or just rather to get this out there and out of the way, Brian, one of the things that I really wanted to get these guys excited about was when we did our trip to London. We did the Paris excursion. I know we're offering that again, but we didn't do a lot of tours. We had what's that old war boat that's stuck on the river right across from the eye that doesn't move anymore?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I cannot pinpoint it.
Right, but there's a big bar and restaurant on it, and
yep.
But we had a fun bar crawl / party there, but we didn't do any real tours, and that is something that these guys they just excel at. And I want Brian to talk about this. I'm just gonna throw you layups here, brother.
All right, I'm ready for them.
You guys know about the Intercontinental Hotel. We used them before for our 2018 trip. We're also now going to be using the Leonardo Hotel. And Brian, you've been using them for a while. Why don't you tell people about that place?
Yeah, we have. So they're a European chain. Just basically your Hilton, your Marriott of Europe. So great quality hotels, great amenities, great restaurant bar, beautiful rooftop. You can sit right on the rooftop overlooking St. Paul's Cathedral. I mean, it is. It's your 4 or 5 star hotel that we get here in the U.S. So, and we're 15 footsteps from St. Paul's Cathedral, which is a landmark in itself over in London.
And you know what? That's not a bad segue there, because one of the tours is of St. Paul's Cathedral, and
yep.
I want to tell them about that.
Yeah. So St. Paul's, obviously one of the oldest cathedrals in London, complete landmark. You get in there, you actually take the steps all the way to the top into the dome. Kind of reminds you of a state capitol building, but much larger. And down in the tomb, it has a lot of the kings buried down there. So it's an experience between the religious experience and the historic experience that when you get over there, you want to see it, because their architecture in London is like nothing we've ever seen.
Now, this is actually not a tour that we include in this package because it's right next door to the hotel. We figured just, let's not try to put this thing together where people are going all at the same time. So we pulled that out of the package price. You guys just, go over there whenever you want. It's something you can do right after breakfast one day. On that note,
and Quimby, I'll chime in and tell you, if you're staying at the hotel, and you've had a few cocktails out at the pub, it's a really good landmark to be able to get yourself back. Because wherever you're at in the city, you kind of just look for the big white dome and just start walking towards it. So.
Got it. One of the things, or I guess probably the best one to start off with, is the hop on, hop off tour. And this is something that we are including in every package. Talk about that for a little bit.
Yep. So it's so you get 2 days worth of the hop on, hop off. The maps and the traveling around the city is pretty much, it takes you to every landmark that you would want to see in London, from Big Ben to see the changing of the guards, to St. Paul's Cathedral, to Tower of London. It pretty much gets
you have for 48 hours. You can get on it at any point in time.
Any point in time, it's your London double decker experience, and I mean it actually has you get earbuds and you can listen to as it takes you through the city. It'll give you a little insight. You don't have to get off of it if you don't want to. You can go around and see every landmark from the bus. Most people want to hop off at every stop, and whether it's outside of the Intercontinental or outside of the St. Paul's Leonardo, there are stops at both places, so you can get on, ride it to wherever you want to go, and take it back.
Captain Dems can't wait to go on a baseball trip. There is something weird in the world today, everybody. The tour of Windsor Castle also included with our flight packages. So talk about that.
I want to say it was 2019, 2020 when Kate and Prince Charles married, and before they came to became Americans or jumped ship from the British. But yeah, I mean, everyone remembers seeing that royal wedding on TV. You actually get to tour those grounds. You get to see the Queen's doll collection, stuff that you hear about, stuff that you've read about years upon years ago. It's actually where the Queen is buried, where she lived for so long. It is absolutely stunning. It is Windsor Castle, and we spend a couple hours over there. So it's a great experience. A lot of shops and stuff around there as well, just to see that area. It's not an area that's directly in central London, so it's a nice touch because you don't have to travel out there while you're on your trip. We travel you there once we land.
And Keenan Harmon, yes, just to clarify, the hop on, hop off tour is not a brothel tour. It is not a brothel tour. If we could figure out how to include that, we'd be in better business than we are. Talk about the Thames River Cruise.
The Thames River Cruise. So
also included in our package.
Absolutely. So this is a river cruise down the Thames, as I believe they call it. Been corrected multiple times. Still cannot pronounce it right.
I'm gonna call it the Thames just to piss them all off.
It is. What we do is we actually give you a suggested tour route, and within this suggested tour route, you'll come out of touring the Tower of London, which we can get into that in a minute. And the river cruise starts right there. You can take it as far as you can take it up to Greenwich if you want to take it to Greenwich, or you can take it all the way down. You can do both, or you can take it down to the London Eye. You cruise down the river. You go under the London Bridge. You go over as you stroll down the river, you see sides of London that you wouldn't see necessarily from the land.
And the London Eye, for those that don't know, that's the big carousel. But when we say carousel, I guess each one of those pods holds about 30 or 40 people, maybe 20, 30.
It's a good amount of people.
When you're up at the top, man, I got to be honest with you. I'm not afraid of heights, but I was a little like, kind of just looking over the edge. But I mean, if you want to see the city, and just about, if it's a clear day, man, you can see 20 miles. Sorry, 32 kilometers. But what's up, Hoops? Please, sorry, brother, continue.
And the London Eye, we are including that in the package as well. So you get the London Eye, so you get to see the London from the top. And we also, as I mentioned earlier, you actually will get the Tower of London passes. With the Tower of London tickets, that is where the crown jewels are. You will
hey,
see them.
The crown jewels are right here, bro.
I knew I was walking into a trap with that one.
It's a death trap when you find out that the hop on, hop off tour is actually a brothel tour
to the
to
crown
these guys.
So what we give you is the experience that you'd want to get touring London and seeing Europe.
Oh, what did I say? I said carousel. Thanks, Mike English. Ferris wheel, big Ferris wheel. Giggity, Keenan. Tell us anything else that you want, because I know you got to get back in for some family time here. But
I mean, this trip is as I mean, it's as turnkey as could be. Between you and I putting our masterminds together is we don't think we have them, but most people that travel with us, they always give us kudos. But bringing both powers together and uniting them, and Philly's going to get a trip that they've never expected. You get to see 2 baseball games, and then spin in that Baltimore BWI departure. Great segue into that as talking about adding in that aspect of seeing Camden if you have not seen it, which I think most people have. But
and you know what? I'm going to let you get back. I didn't want to take too much time. I think I took 12 minutes of you right now, and I promised 10. So if you want to jump ship, bro, I'll talk to them about the rest of it. And thanks for that rundown, man. And thanks for working with us once again. We really appreciate it.
Nah, we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing all you guys out in London this June. So thanks a lot, Q.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. All right, guys. So let's get into one of the things that we talked about on the site and what Brian just talked about. Brian actually runs a similar company in Baltimore for Orioles and Ravens fans, and with his big game travel company, he does a lot more stuff nationally and internationally. So he's a Baltimore expert, and every time we are in Baltimore, we use them for tailgates, tickets, everything that you need for a Baltimore sports package. Now, we're here to talk about London, but we're also here to talk about Camden Yards, and we're also here to talk about both, because it took us a little while to figure out. We had to sacrifice some numbers, and we were fine with that because what it does is it allows us to free up more flight inventory from Philadelphia. But what you're going to see when this package gets released tomorrow is you're going to see a 6-night hotel package. It's a 10-night trip. This GOAT baseball experience that we are going to offer you guys tomorrow. You leave BWI. All right, this is how this thing works. You leave from BWI on Thursday evening. It's a red eye. All these flights are red eyes over across the pond. So we don't count that as a hotel night. It's a 10-night trip, but it's a 9-night hotel package. You get 6 nights at either the Intercontinental or the Leonardo in London. And Intercontinental, just so you know, I don't know if I said this, that's it. That is right in Piccadilly Circus. You are a 2-block walk to the main area. I don't even know what it's called, but where all the street performers are, where all the big signs and digital everything is. And where the 3-level M&M store exists, because the second floor is necessary to realize how awful it was that you purchased as much as you did on the first floor, and then the third floor is to jump off because you had to spend that much money on M&Ms. But this package is 6 nights. You come back on Thursday. Now, since you're coming back on Thursday the 12th. Is it Thursday the 12th? I think it's Thursday the 12th. Yes, it's Thursday the 12th. No, Thursday the 13th. Yes, there we go. Because you get there you fly out arrive in London on the 7th, 6 nights, come back on the 13th, come right back to BWI. And then we are going to pick you up right at the airport, and we're going to take you down to the Inner Harbor. There's 2 hotel choices, either the Hyatt or the Sheraton, all right at the water, all 2 blocks from Federal Hill, all 1 block to Camden Yards. And you get 3 nights there and a Friday. You're coming in on Thursday. So when you get in, we're taking you right to the hotel, let you relax, get some sleep, get caught up on it, maybe lose some sleep. Who knows? You can do whatever you want to do. Then Friday, everybody that's coming down from Philadelphia is going to join up with you guys that are coming back from across the pond. We have a 3-hour open bar at McGurk's Pub, which is a Philly bar in Federal Hill. We've used them 1,000 times in the past. They are great friends of the program. And you guys from across the pond are going to go to the Friday and Saturday night games. If you're coming from Philly, you're going to do the Saturday and Sunday games, and we're going to leave right after the Sunday game is finished. But you guys coming in from across the pond, you're going to get Friday and Saturday night games. And the reason for this is we want to get you home early on Sunday, not too early, get up 9 o'clock, 9:30, get you off on the road, maybe 10 o'clock, let you have breakfast. I know people are going to be a little jet lagged and we don't want the anxiety pumping, but get you home by noon so you can get your shit together before you have to go back to work on Monday. And the best part about this entire thing, if you fly out of Philly for a 6-night package, it's going to cost you a certain amount. Right now, it's like $53.95. The flights are a lot more expensive than they were in 2018, everybody, and that's the difference right there. But if you fly out of Baltimore, if you elect to fly out of Baltimore on this 6-night package that we make a 9-night package, we're giving it. We're not giving no extra cost. We're throwing in the Baltimore package for you. So the same amount of money that would cost you to go to London for 6 nights will cost you the same amount to go to London for 6 nights and 3 nights at the Inner Harbor with 4 tailgates and 4 fucking Phillies games. I don't know if it gets any better than that, you guys. We've been so goddamn excited about this thing, and I just realized I'm not actually live on air, so I can cuss a little bit. Think about it. It just the way it works. Now, keeping in mind, we only have 99 spots. So once those are done, and I kind of have a feeling they're going to go pretty quick tomorrow. But it might not go that fast. So this is why we wanted to talk about it now. We wanted to give you guys an opportunity to consider what we're doing. We've loaded this thing up. I mean, when you go through this entire description and what it includes, all right, you're talking about round-trip flight from BWI. You're talking 4 or 5-star hotels in the Leonardo and the Intercontinental. You're talking about your transportation to and from the airport for flight packages. You're talking about lunch. It's an hour and a half from the airport, Heathrow, to downtown London. So make no misunderstandings about it. You're going to be hungry. We're actually providing you with a boxed lunch on the buses coming from the airport when you arrive. You get free daily breakfast at each one of these hotels, and that's like a $40 difference out there. It's a full English breakfast. It's pretty damn good. You get coach transportation to and from the games both on Saturday and Sunday. You get the hop on, hop off tour. Yes, Keenan, I'm down. Brothel tour. We'll work on it. Tour of Windsor Castle for flight packages only. You get that. You get the Thames, the Tom's River, New Jersey cruise, the Thames River cruise, the Tower of London tour, the London Eye ticket, a group photo at major London landmarks, various entertainment events to be scheduled, like our friends at Waxy O'Connor's that we used back in 2018, the really cool bar that kind of takes up an entire city block and has a tree in the middle of it. It's awesome. All-inclusive tailgate parties before both games. Tickets to both games at historic London Stadium. A swag bag with your T-shirt, your koozie, your scarf, an outlet adapter, a trip lanyard, everything that we could possibly think of, we have added into this package. That is the London package. And then if you add the BWI package to this, 3 nights. 3 nights at the Hyatt or the Sheraton in the Inner Harbor, everything walking distance. 2 games, 2 more 3-hour open bars, tailgates prior to 2 more games at Camden Yards. It's transportation. Oh, and just so you know, transportation to and from Philadelphia to BWI. So we will have a place where you can jump from and leave your car or whatever you want to do. We're going to provide your transportation from Philadelphia to BWI on the outbound flight. When you get back to BWI, we're going to pick you up at the airport, another charter bus, take you to the Inner Harbor. And then on Sunday, we're going to take you back on charter bus to Philadelphia. We have this entire thing covered. Now, keeping in mind, you don't have to do both. We'd love to see that because I don't know if any trip we've ever run gets any better than this. I mean, apples to oranges maybe between baseball and football because, some people are more football fans, but, I can go 1 and 2 real easy. And Eagles are always going to be my number one, but, Phillies are a pretty damn close second. And we know the fans are dedicated there. I'm a dedicated fan. I watch every game every night. And with everything that we've ever run, with every stunt we've been able to pull for a riverboat cruise in Nashville for our tailgate, a sailgate, 2 sailgates in Seattle, everything that we've ever done crazy prior or with a trip, none of it pales in comparison to what we are able to offer on this particular one. And it doesn't cost anything. There's no extra cost. If you want to fly out of Philly, that's fine. If you want to pay the same amount as flying out of Philly to fly out of Baltimore, and we give you 3 more nights and 2 more Phillies games and 2 more tailgates, man, it's the GOAT package. It is the GOAT package. And I'm excited about it. I will be on the BWI. I will be on the British Airways flight from Baltimore because I'm doing the whole thing with everybody. Not going to fly out of Philly on this one. I'm going to go on the bus with you guys down, go on that flight there, come back, stay in the Inner Harbor, and come back with you guys. Well, I'll come back on one of the other buses because we'll stay for the Sunday game. But I'm with this. Just makes me excited. And after doing this for a while, there's a lot that gets me excited, but there's not a lot that gets me really excited, and this one does. So I hope this was good information for all you guys. I hope that it sparks an interest. We're going to release the packages tomorrow at 6 p.m. And again, we've got plenty for just Philadelphia into London, if that's your flavor. If you're not looking for the GOAT trip with Baltimore and the Inner Harbor and Camden Yards included, you're good there. But if you want that trip, there is only 99. That is it. That's all we can do. 99 spots on that. There's going to be 100 lucky motherfuckers that sign up for that thing because this will be incredible. You guys, let's see. Hoops. Could you repeat all that? You dick. Just looking through the bus here. Missy, bus mom. Sure, always. Yes, a full Mike English breakfast. Except their bacon isn't what you usually eat, bro. Just so you know. Let's make that clear. You guys, I appreciate you coming in the room. Keenan, Lou, Captain, Missy. Sack was here for a little while. I'm looking through. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Unhappy. David Califoot. David Loeb. Good to see you, David. Bryant Walden. Good to see all you guys. If you missed any of this, it's going to get posted right back up on the site, probably in the morning. So call Steph tomorrow, 215-666-5940. If you have any questions. John DiCaprio, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. I hope this is good info, and be prepared. Appreciate you guys.